My name is Jonathan Dooley, and I'm here to talk about my project topic, strength and conditioning. Strength and conditioning is a field focused on improving athletic performance, physical fitness, and overall health through structured exercise programs. It combines strength training, speed and agility work, conditioning, mobility, and injury prevention strategies to help athletes perform at their highest level. The first article I found, Crawford S.K. et al. In 2023, found that the hamstring is the most important muscle group for horizontal force during sprint acceleration. It is also the most injured muscle group during running-based sports. They looked at the effects of 6-week training with RDL and a Nordic hamstring curl on hamstring injury risk and sprint performance. They found that the RDL may offer similar or potentially greater benefits. In an athletic weight room, this means that you can swap exercises without having to worry about the impact of progression and injury risk. The second article, Thorough 8Q et al. In 2024, looked at repeated sprint training, or RTS, for enhancing physical fitness in athletes, tested how changes in sprints affects VO2 max, repeated sprint ability, counter movement jump, and change of direction ability. They found a total of 40 publications were included, with 48 groups of 541 athletes and 19 active control groups of 213 athletes. They found that RTS improved speed, VO2 max, change of direction, repeated sprint ability, and counter movement jump height in trained athletes. The most effective method was found at 3 sets to 60 to 30 meter sprints twice per week for 6 weeks. This is a good example of a structured program for a running-based athlete. My third paper, Deng B. Lee et al. In 2025, found that supplements were mainly studied for more hypertrophy, and they were looking for a more anaerobic point of view. This study compared 6 supplements: protein, creatine, beta-alanine, HBV, vitamin D, and nitrates on energy system performance. For peak anaerobic power, protein, creatine, HBV, and beta-alanine were better than a placebo. For mean power, they found that beta-alanine, protein, and creatine showed consistent benefits. Endurance performance only improved with protein, and supplements did not affect VO2 max at all. Protein can be prioritized during strength-oriented or high-load phases. Beta-alanine is a practical option for high-intense output, and creatine for a sprint-focused work. In an athletic weight room, this study can help broaden understanding for energy systems to better program for athletes. My fourth paper, Peak J.M. et al. In 2017, looked at muscle damage and recovery. Following exercise-induced muscle damage depends on the extent of initial muscle damage, which in return is influenced by intensity and duration of exercise. Much less known is about its intramuscular inflammation. Further research is needed to establish whether anti-inflammatory countermeasures are beneficial under conditions of excessive or chronic low-grade inflammation. Better understanding for what this causes fatigue and how to program for fatigue mitigation. My last paper, Long A. Reloling S. and Welch M. 2024, looked at the safety and efficiency of youth programs depending on proper instruction, coaching, and supervision. Coaches should consider athletes' age, maturity level, cognitive ability, puberty status, sport volume, and readiness level. Types of training includes body weight strengthening, resistant bands, medicine balls and weights, agility, plyometrics, and cardiovascular exercise, preceded by proper warm-up using static stretching, dynamic warm-ups, and sport-specific warm-ups. This paper gives examples for programs for younger athletes. Thank you.